And now for the big stories in Cameroon this morning, it says there, Mebingo slammed 30-year jail term. There's also a story of, one of the court cases where he showed up with a glass of champagne. I saw that picture, very interesting picture.
That's to basically tell you that this life is a soft life.
Absolutely.
You can't take things to heart.
Yeah, I mean, but at that time, I didn't think, he probably thought that he would not be convicted, and that's the confidence that brought him to, court, holding a glass of champagne.
That was very silly though.
Yeah. But he's gotten 30 years, so wish him luck. Of course, this is for embezzling 23.9 billion FCFA. We can also find here notorious Amber General Transporter killed. Still on the Guardian Post this morning, Orange Cameroon Digital Center engages youth in entrepreneurial development. And of course, I'm not sure what this is about, but it says here on the Guardian Post, Peter Obi suffers major setback. Campaign director, other party officials decamp to PDP. We're not sure what that story is about, but yeah, those are the stories on the Guardian Post this morning in Cameroon.
All right, now let's head over to Uganda to see what's happening on the Daily Monitor. On the front page of the Daily Monitor newspaper in Uganda, S1's election kicks off amid cheating claims. That's the big story. Rush for top lawyer. Ministry of Education issues caution as thousands of head teachers descend on Uganda Manufacturers Association grounds in Lugogo, Kampala today to pick up the top brains to join their schools for secondary education. And then that's on page 4 and page 5. You see the photo here of 3 men. This says National Social Security Fund Board Chairman Peter Kimbowa left and Acting Managing Director Patrick Ayote Center appeared before the NSSF Probe Select Committee at Parliament yesterday. Right is board member Silva Mugisha. Stories on page 7. And this is, of course, NSSF inquiry. Board speaks out on 6 billion shillings pay claim. At the top of the paper, we have man 64 walks from Kampala to Kigom ahead of Janani Luwum Day. I'll come back to the final column, which is usually my favorite column, Relationships Today. On page 8, disagreements rock 447 billion shillings Moyonyo Convention Center. Government to set up body to review civil servants' salaries. And final story here, health, finance ministers clash over drug stockouts. There's also the cartoon that's always there of that lizard. It said, all citizens want a drug. So we don't care about the clash between the health and finance minister. We just want access to drugs. Final story on Relationships Today. My wife hates insults. My wife hates insults my family member. And he says, my wife and I have been married for 8 years and I have a 6-year-old daughter. However, my wife always insults me, my parents, siblings, and relatives for no reason. What do you think is the cause of this assault?
For no reason?
She just insults them. She insults him, his relatives, his siblings, his parents, for no reason.
I don't think it's for no reason. I don't think, well, I have no idea what's going on in this man's marriage.
I have no idea as well, but I think that it's important that, he prays for his marriage so that it doesn't fall apart. He endures.
She go to his
go to the
war room. Okay.
That's I mean, we don't really know the details of what's going on. I hope that they can sort out themselves.
Absolutely.
That's what we can have on the Daily Monitor.
All right. Let's move to the west of the continent in Nigeria this morning. The Daily Trust newspapers comes up next. It says, like I spoke about earlier, hardship lingers as businesses and travels suffer. Online transactions fail, chaos at banks, customers fight. There is nothing
we haven't seen. Have you seen videos of people pushing themselves at the ATM?
Yes, and of course even fighting to get into the bank. I saw a video
of a woman who was,
and everything.
Did you also see the video of a woman who took out her top and was wearing just her bra in anger because she needed Naira? Yeah. And then in Edo State, there have been protests as well, young people threatening to come out naked if the government doesn't answer them.
There was a protest, for petrol scarcity in Edo State. There was another one in Enugu State yesterday, also petrol scarcity protesting. So yeah, it's not looking nice. But like I said, this is the first time that we're seeing things like this. A couple of days to the elections. Normally, government tries to
at least
things,
pretend,
like things will be fine. All right. Still on the Daily Trust this morning, the Emir of Dutse buried amid eulogies Taraba governorship, Supreme Court removes Bacha as APC candidate. Okay. And also, Kano Hisba clears woman who married her daughter's suitor. Yes, you heard me right. Cracks widen in the APC over Tinubu. It says powerful elements in the villa against our candidates. And that's from the governor of Kaduna State, Nasser El-Rufai. We can also find here Buhari not supporting anybody. And that's from Lai Mohammed. This is weird also. One killed as police station, INEC office bombed in Anambra. Wike revokes stadium approval for Atiku's campaign in Rivers State. Drama. And governorship candidates to defend agenda at media trust debate in Kano. Those are the stories on the Daily Trust news was this morning in Nigeria.
All right, now let's head over to The Nation, still in Nigeria, on the front page of The Nation newspaper. El-Rufai, elements in government working against Tinubu. Kaduna Governor Naira redesign ill-timed, retaining subsidy payment shocking. Villa not aware, says federal government. APC, PCC, Buhari backing Tinubu. The Naira redesign and fuel scarcity are the handiwork of fifth columnists who want to bring the country down. That's part of what is being said here. Let's look at the presidential poll on The Nation. It says, Wike voids stadium approval for Atiku's campaign. Wamako leads Sokoto APC campaign to Sultan. Tinubu Shetima Women Wing holds town hall meeting in Kebbi. We won't jettison our promises, Obi tells Adamawa supporters. The details of that's on page 44 and 28. There's more to that story. How Lekki Epe Road will boost Lagos community economy. Sanwo-Olu opens expressway. Lekki Epe Road will indeed boost Lagos economy, it's been said. You know what is interesting is how back in the day, Ekpe used to look like this very distant place. But now people are buying properties there. Lots of businesses are opening up with the Dangote refinery as well. So there's lots of interest in that axis. And for those who are looking to buy property, maybe that's something to consider, that Ekpe axis. It's of course not going to be as cheap, but I feel like it's obvious that as the day goes by, it's going to keep getting expensive because opportunities are opening up there. No cash missing in Ogoni Trust Fund, says Edu on page 6. Gunmen burn INEC office, police station in Anambra. Another story, sad one. I planned for betrayal. I planned for backstabbing long before they happen. And this is according to Tinubu. Oh, this is a sponsored post by a senator. And then the three more stories. Worsening Naira scarcity hurts daily living and businesses. Drama in banking halls. Customers keep vigil at ATM points. Bank officials arrested, as they should, for some of them. Ex-Nadeco chief Dan Suleiman dies at 80, and final story. Amosun attacks Abiodun at ADC rally. These are the stories that we have this morning on The Nation newspaper.
Right, just to quickly mention, with regards to the Ekpe story, and of course increase in patronage in those areas.